هو كارل جرجس. فراس أبو فخر. أندري شديد. حامد سنو.
أنا حامد سنو.
Haig introduced you.
I know that.
How about age, your day jobs? Because apparently you all have day jobs.
24 architect,
23
architect,
23 architect, 24 architect, 23 graphic designer. It's a bit shocking. We don't usually get asked to play in places like Phoenicia. So.
What do you mean by places like this?
No,
Kind of
hotel,
usually,
closed kind of, you know, like upper
Exclusive
environment,
upper scale
exclusive
venues.
environment. Usually, you know, venues with lots of grass, mud, and beer.
No, it's gonna be cool. No, we've been practicing. It's a bit strange because we're missing our bassist and our keyboardist, so we have replacements. It's our first time playing, but it's gonna be fun. I'm sure. We're playing on the pool, so we're all architects in the band, so we know about Phoenicia a lot. Before it was renovated, how it was like before the addition of the towers, and we liked the Phoenicia, I guess, or I liked the Phoenicia at least. Usually when we have these kinds of events, which means we're kind of playing in a party or something like that, so we had to change the songs around a little bit to make sure that the crowd is comfortable paying attention to us and not to each other. It's nice. It was just this year that we got to leave Lebanon actually to play in the Arab world, and we're starting to play around in Europe. The nice thing is exposing your music to the widest audience that's possible, even in countries that don't speak your language and don't understand what you're saying, but the music still communicates. It's going well, I think, and we have a lot planned for this coming year. So.
Like, can you give us some
No.
sneak peek?
We're traveling soon to Amsterdam to play our show to play a gig in Paradiso, which is considered the temple of music in Holland. We're not playing the main stage, but it's good enough. You know, bands like Joy Division, Franz Ferdinand, Hot Chip started out there, so very exciting.
When we play in like places like Amman or Cairo, there's a lot less of the these are locals feeling that we get here. Like when we play in Beirut, it's like our friends and family. You know what Beirut's like, everyone knows everyone. So when you're playing here, regardless of how big the venue is, most of the time it's people that are not necessarily over enthusiastic. When you play in Amman or Cairo, there's a bit of that like band sublimation that happens. So we get that like the creative distance from the audience that allows for a different fan reaction. I
feel like you're taken more seriously.
Not more seriously.
It's more of a band crowd kind of relationship, and they know all the songs, they know all the lyrics, they sing along, they go crazy because they haven't seen us as much. And in Beirut we've been playing for the past 2 years and a half. People are aware of who we are and seen us live. But when we go to the Arab world or to any other country that we haven't played, it's always a nice experience. And it's nice to see the cities. We're people who enjoy discovering cities and walking around and being part of the life that's happening there. But it's really nice to get to go to Cairo, for instance. I've never been to Cairo or Amman or Serbia for that matter. But
so who's the biggest diva of the group?
The one with the microphone.
Yeah, I am.
I like it.
I really am. I get sick like 3 days before any concert. It's psychosomatic. That's why I'm like this right now.
Who's the most level-headed of the group?
He's not here.
Really? No, Andre as well.
Andre as well.
Maybe.
I'm not the biggest. I'm sorry.
Okay, who is the funny one?
We're all funny.
No.
We're all funny. We're all funny.
Obviously, you write for the Lebanese. I mean, you write about your lives and everything. What do you feel in terms of connection to the crowd? How important is it that your lyrics are something that, you know, this is my life. I'm relating to this, like the contemporary time, what we're living every day and everything. How does that come? The inspirations, where does it come from? Your everyday, your interactions? I just want to know a bit more about your thought process behind your music.
Anything. Really, it goes on a tangent off of anything.
How you want to ask?
No.
I don't think it's really possible to avoid contemporaneity, whatever you do. But in general, we write about our lives. At some point, we were writing more about politics and society because we were younger and it was something we were interested in. We were still in college. I think we all had a bit more patience and optimism than we do at this point. It's just as much about politics and society because but they're less obvious, they're less evident. Like we're less clearly trying to make a comment on sectarianism or sexism or whatever, but we know where we stand with these things, and then it's just a lot more intimate. It's a lot more performative, it's a lot more theatrical, it's less about us and our lived experience, because I mean our lived experience for the last 2 years has been playing concerts and trying to finish our jobs and in time to go play concerts. There's very little to deal with, or very little interaction with people outside of our careers, which doesn't make for a very interesting album, I guess.
1 2 3 سنة حلوة يا جميل سنة حلوة يا جميل سنة حلوة يا فينيسيا سنة حلوة